Good morning. At this time, it brings us to our word of encouragement. My name is Brother Cotton. And I'm tasking myself with kind of combining two different themes. Of course, our overall arching theme is when we gather together this month. You'll be hearing from various people on that subject. But also, I want to talk about when grace runs out. I'll start today by reading from 1 John, the 3rd chapter, beginning at verse 9. Whosoever is born of God doth not commit sin, for his seed remaineth in him, and he cannot sin, because he is born of God. In this the children of God are manifest, and the children of the devil. Whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of God, neither that he loveth not his brother. For this is the message that you heard from the beginning, that we should love one another. Not as Cain, who was that wicked one, who slew his brother, and wherefore slew him, because his own works were evil, and his brothers were righteous. Marvel not, my brethren, if the world hate you. We know that we have passed from death to life, because we love the brethren. He that loveth not his brother abideth in death. So coming from the aspect of when we gather together and what we're supposed to do, we're supposed to admonish one another in love. We're supposed to sharpen each other. Iron sharpens iron. That's found in Proverbs. We're not supposed to tear down each other inside the church because the world does enough of that. But what we are supposed to do is love one another, because that's the greatest command. And when we can do that, we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. But we need to understand how to do that, so we need to go to Romans 12, 1 and 2. Romans 12, 1 and 2 read, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of God. See, we're in a new community. And in order to do great things in this community, not only do we have to rely on those Christians that are here, we need to be able to access those Christians who are everywhere, because we're one body, Ephesians 4, one God. And once we have that transformation and renewal and that continuing renewal, when we can appreciate one another and we can understand that we have the same purpose, and when we can talk about each other in love. The reason why I'm saying this is there's going to be a time when grace runs out. For Cain, grace ran out. But for us, we still have that opportunity. So this week, not only do I want you to think about those people who you're in the struggle with to continue the walk, I want you to think about those people who you encounter who are still not knowledgeable of God, or not knowledgeable of those things that we may know, and how we interact with them. Because see, when we can show our light, which represents Christ's light, they can see how true love is. Because if you can't see what love is, how would you know what it is? So I encourage you this week, as you're on your jobs, as you're in the field, as you're going about, just let your light so shine before man that it may glorify your Father in heaven while you have the opportunity. Because eventually grace will run out. That's my